Stop thinking of yourself as a service company and start thinking more like a product company. Now, I know you might be saying, but Greg, I own an agency, or I'm a freelancer, I'm a consultant, and my clients pay me because I do the work for them. Now, as a service provider, your unique methodology for doing the thing that you're good at, the thing that you do, that is your product, or at least it's going to become that if you haven't done so far. Now, just like in the book Built to Sell, which by the way, I recommend you read, which is actually the first real book that I've ever come across that introduced the word productization or productized services for the first time. And in that book, Alex, the main character, owns a creative agency. They did all of the things. They had all different sorts of clients that needed all different sorts of work. They did writing ads, they did logos, they did websites, they did brand identity. They did a lot of different things. They wrote TV spots, things like that. Now, they realized that they're actually best at creating logos. In fact, their happiest clients came from those that they did logo creation for. So much so that when they actually sat down and thought about it, they realized they had a 5-step process for creating and designing a logo that their clients love. Every single time they followed that same process. That process was and became their product. They stopped doing everything else. And so as a service company, you're ultimately a collection of people. Those people have specific expertise, and you offer specific services in the form of labor to a marketplace of, your ideal prospects. Now, the good service companies, they usually have some sort of unique approach and or a methodology along with those talented people. The problem is, as long as those businesses, service businesses, even good service businesses, customize the approach to solving a client's problem for each and every new client, there is actually little to no scalability to that business, and its operations become really contingent on the people. And when people are the main asset of the business, those people can come and go overnight. I don't know if you've experienced this, maybe in your business or a business you've been a part of, but you had a key team member leave and clients left with that person. That was because the clients actually valued the person more than the company and the company's process and approach. And that is a flight risk. Now, don't confuse this with me saying that people are not valuable. You can have a lean and mean team. You can have a big team. But the key piece is that the clients are buying the outcome. They are buying the process that you have created that is your product. It doesn't rely on any one person that any one of your clients will be like, oh my God, I couldn't have done it without this one person, because it's a combination, most likely, of people that lead to a specific result working through your proprietary process. Here's the thing. When they realized this in the book, they started focusing on selling logos. They got more confident in their sales process. Sales became easier. The team that he needed to have became leaner and was able to focus on specialists, not just a bunch of generalists. And there was less operational drag inside of the business. So when you start thinking of your company as a product company and focus on doing one thing and doing that thing very, very well, the quality of your work is going to improve. You'll stand out from your competition, and you'll get to the point where if you actually want to sell your business will be more sellable because buyers will look at it as more valuable because it's not dependent upon any one person. So the question you might be asking now is, how do I go from services to a product? Well, I've talked about this a lot on this channel. You can actually check out the playlist in the description below. I want to share kind of the high-level steps. First, you need to create a standard service offering. That standard service offering needs a consistent process for delivering it. And again, ideally, delivering that process is tied to an outcome or a specific result that your prospect, your client will deem valuable that could pay a premium for. And the last piece is really making sure that that's something that clients want, right? If you're solving a painful problem, they'll probably pay a lot more for it. If the problem is a small problem to them, you probably won't be able to charge as much. So depending upon who your ideal client is, your process needs to solve a problem or give a result that would be valuable to your ideal client. Now, a bonus here is that you have a process that solves a problem that the client needs on somewhat of a regular basis, where you can incorporate a recurring revenue component. Now, that might be actually a recurring revenue stream that is tied to, an ongoing service, or it could just be more of like a replenishable thing. For example, in the book, Built to Sell, Alex would work with companies that would continually roll out different product lines. So one client could ultimately need additional logos every year as long as they kept creating products. And so they would get repeat customers. And so a repeat customer is another form of recurring revenue if that is the type of clientele that you have. And so ideally, again, bonus, you have a problem that you are solving that a lot of people need and will need over and over and over again. Now, if you're like me and or any of our clients and you're looking for a business that is more healthy and profitable and isn't dependent upon you, and you want to have a business that's built around your life, one that you can actually have and enjoy, looking at your agency or your service company as a product company is the first major mindset shift that you need to have before you actually start doing the work. Because if you can't look at your business as a product, you're going to always play the game the way that you've probably been playing it is, I get a couple clients, I need more people, I'm at capacity, one client needs this, another client needs that. And the operational drag of you trying to figure out how to manage all of these people is preventing you from building a business that can give you the life that you want and love by focusing on the thing that you are best at and that you want to work on each and every day. So what I'd love to know is in the comment section, join me below, and I want to have you share what is the one standard service offering that you believe you should be focused on going after, that clients need, that you can do the best work for, and that will ultimately become your product. Maybe you already have a process for this. Let's go ahead and get a conversation started in the comment section below. And in the meantime, I put together a handful of videos on this, but I think you should check out this one right here on how you should think about your agency moving forward this year and beyond.